Here we are coming up to our campground. We're staying at Mohican Adventures. To the left is the adventure park where you can go the canoeing, the aerial, climbing, putt-putt, all that stuff. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here's the entrance into the campground. And this is where we've been staying. And it's a very large campground. It seems like there's always somebody coming in. We pulled in here on Wednesday and there was nobody here. Literally, I mean, there was like a couple of people who I think might be seasonals because of the way their trailers were set up. But no, it was deserted. And like I said, it's around the end of September, so most kids are back in school. So it was really cool to have this whole place to ourselves. Thursday, a few people started coming in. Yesterday was Friday, and it like the floodgates opened, and we just basically sat on our patio and just watched the whole trail of people coming in to the park. Here's the lake. They have cabins kind of scattered throughout the park to go to. And looks like we got a Class A coming up to deal with. The roads aren't very wide. But as we get closer, we are actually right up on the lake in the distance. When we get closer, I'll show you Evie. Okay, so we made it around the bend. And here's our campsite. There's Evie and our shelter. Excuse a little bit of laundry. We did some laundry this morning, hanging out to dry. But yeah, we'll walk you around. And then this part here takes you back to the second section. This place is huge. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of campsites here. And we actually have a little river here too, behind it. So we kind of have this little river behind us and the lake in front of us. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's a little bit of close-up of Evie and our setup. We put our shelter up over here. Used it a little bit. The bugs really haven't been that bad. I'm surprised. I was expecting, kind of being by the water, that we might have had more bugs than what we did. But no, it's been pretty good. This is a pretty little creek kind of back here. This is kind of where all the, the hookups are back here and stuff. It's full hookups. It's got, water, electric, and your sewer dump. I think it's because it's $40 a night. It's because it's off season. So yeah, we only pay $40 a night to be here. We kind of pulled the picnic table over to the side of fire ring. Believe it or not, we're just not into doing fires and stuff. So we actually wanted to make room to have our shelter and stuff and everything because, I mean, this is why we picked the spot. It's beautiful, just overlooking the lake they have here off in the distance. I don't know if you can see them. They've got paddle boats and paddle boards that you can get on. I'm not sure how much they charge for those. Haven't done them. We did do the kayaking. Total blast. Loved the kayaking. They offer a 7-mile and a 15-mile. We did the 7, obviously being our first time out. It still took us over a couple of hours to do it. And it was a blast. We'll definitely be doing it again. But yeah, so there's the campsite, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the map just to kind of get your bearings and stuff as far as how big this place is. But let's go inside. Big campground, big map. So here's that, this is where the canoeing and the kayaking and everything launches from across the street. And then here's the entrance into the campground. There's this big section over here as far as for trailers. Over here is the indoor pool and jacuzzi. This was that road we took back and went around the lake. And here was like some of the log cabins on this side. Over here is 304. That was our site we are on right now. And you could continue back to all of those campsites. That's what I mean. This place is absolutely huge. And over here to the left, I think some of these are campsites. Most of them are like a primitive tent sites. So, you know, they have some porta potties scattered around, and I don't think there's any electricity. I think it's just basically, you know, some tents. And there's some serious hills over here, because we took our bikes over here, and I was like, wow, there's some hills to get up to this. And you could actually connect a couple of the trails right into the state park if you're into mountain biking and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do here, and we really enjoyed it. Had a very good time. Would love to come back, maybe bring our kids with us. They would actually really enjoy doing some of the stuff that's here. Everything's pretty reasonable, and if you do stay in the park, you actually do get a discount at the adventure park across the street, so that helps too. So I would definitely give us I would give it a 10 out of 10. Really enjoyed it when we were kind of like less busy. Now that it's more busy, it's fun. You know, so be able to get that both in one trip was kind of nice. But love our spot. Love it, right across the lake. And I'll shoot a little bit of video and put it in here somewhere and show you the sunrise, because that's what you get from across the lake, because that's east side. So thanks for watching, and happy camping, everyone. So here I am. It's almost 7 a.m. and this is what one of the morning sunrises looks like. Like coming over, I don't know if the camera gets picking it up too much. There's nice little mist fog coming off the lake. Beautiful sunrise over the hills, and this has been a very enjoyable trip. And this has been my favorite spot to come out and have coffee in the morning, for obvious reasons.